CQDX, CQDX, CQDX. This is Havana calling. CQDX, CQDX, CQDX. This is Radio Havana calling all shortwave listeners and radio amateurs. Welcome to DXers Unlimited, Radio Havana's weekly feature dedicated to the fascinating world of radio communications.
Hi amigos, I am Arnie Coro, Radio Amateur CO2KK, your host at the middle of the week edition of DXers Unlimited, on the air and also on the web from beautiful La Habana, Cuba, where we are experiencing these days thunderstorms every afternoon and early evening, with the most powerful ones lasting until late at night. Cuban radio amateurs are well aware of the dangers of lightning, so it has become a ritual to disconnect all equipment after operating. And when on the air, at the slightest hint of an approaching thunderstorm, you stop, disconnect everything, including your wires that go to the physical ground. You do it fast. Since 1990, when they were recorded by onboard cameras operating on the now retired space shuttle, Sprite and IL have captured a lot of interest by geophysicists and space scientists. The most recent event recorded as a giant ELBE event over Russia. On August the 16th, 2 days ago, high above a thunderstorm in central Russia, an enormous ring of light appeared in the night sky. Using a low-light video camera in the town of Irbyt, amateur astronomer Ilya Yankovsky photographed the 300-kilometer wide donut hovering over the edge of space. He said, it appeared for just a split second surrounding the horns of the constellation Taurus. This is an example of an ELBE, emissions of light and very low frequency perturbations due to electromagnetic pulse sources. First seen by cameras on the space shuttle in 1990, ELBE appeared when a pulse of electromagnetic radiation from cloud to ground lightning propagates up towards space and hits the base of the ionosphere. A faint ring of deep red light marks the broad spot where the electromagnetic high-intensity pulse hits the ionosphere. For this to happen, the lightning needs to be extremely strong, typically 150 to 350 thousandths of amperes, that's kiloamperes. That is from 150,000 to 300,000 amperes current, according to Oscar van der Velde, a member of the Lightning Research Group at the University Politécnica de Catalunya in Spain. For comparison, a normal cloud-to-ground flash lightning from cloud to ground only reaches from 10 to 30 kiloamperes. ELBEs often appear alongside red sprites, which are also sparked by strong lightning and are under close scrutiny by ionosphere researchers because they may be because of some possible effect of small clouds. By the way, during the ELBE event over Russia, Yankovsky camera caught at least 2 clusters of sprites dancing nearby. ELBEs are elusive, but an understatement. In and out of existing in only 1,000th of a second, 1 millisecond. They are completely invisible to the human eye. For comparison, red sprites tend to last for hundreds of a second, and regular lightning can scintillate for a second or more. Their brevity explains why ELBEs are a more recent discovery than other lightning-related phenomena. Despite the very poor propagation conditions during the weekend, the international event dedicated to lighthouses and lightships was a success. And I think that all participants did enjoy the relaxed atmosphere prevailing while operating their stations because of the non-contest nature of that event. It did provide a nice opportunity for newcomers to the DXing world to work the rarely used T4 prefix authorized for the special occasion to several Cuban radio club stations that operated from lighthouses. Among them, at the Santiago de Cuba, Moro Castro, the lighthouse, he called sign Tango 48ST. Tango 48 Sierra Charlie accumulated a good number of contacts during the event. Now we must wait for the final report from the organizers of the International Lighthouses event to see the results. Let me add that to calculate the short propagation conditions for the weekend, I had to use the number 1. Yes, 0 sunspot number feeding 01 sunspot numbers feeding the forecasting software that I regularly use because its simplicity and also it's very accurate. The nice job of W6EL, who made it freely available to the world's radio amateur community. W6EL high frequency propagation forecasting software runs fast, and when a when I compare results with other much more sophisticated programs, the results achieved are really good indeed. It's excellent software for calculating shortwave propagation. The non-conversational digital communications mode, FTA, has already brought a lot of controversy, and it goes on and on. Something that, in my opinion, has actually benefited amateur radio during this extended period of extremely low solar activity, and it's associated very poor high-frequency band propagation conditions that are prevailing every single day, one after the other. This is Radio Havana Cuba, and here is news item number 2 of special interest to shortwave listeners that enjoy catching the X on the tropical broadcast band. Good news coming from Brazil. A new station back on the air on 90 meters. Radio Cultura de Araraquara is now on 3365 kHz on the air on the 90 meters tropical band. Frequency 3365 kHz. This station has just announced that starting last Friday, 17th of August, it began transmitting again on the 90 meters band using the 3365 kHz frequency, running 1 kilowatt power, but not specifying the type of antenna induced, possibly a dipole. The broadcast schedule will be from 2100 UTC to 0300 UTC to make the best possible use of both gray line and nighttime propagation at their location in Brazil. Anyone monitoring the high-frequency bands on a day-to-day routine will easily find out the low solar activity, actually very low solar activity, continues to limit the chances of shortwave propagation on frequencies above 20 MHz, even during the best times of the day at any given location in the globe. The exception comes when sporadic layer openings move the maximum usable frequency up past the 45 MHz range, sometimes even as high as the 6 meters or 50 MHz amateur band. Recent observations confirm that solar cycle 24 continues to show very weak activity as compared with any of the previous 5 solar cycles. And some scientists are calling for an extended tail end of the cycle to last even 2 more years, while other solar researchers are telling us now that they are now already well into solar minimum. Amigos, I do receive many radio-related questions coming to the R&D section of DXers Unlimited. It's very popular, and they have helped me to learn more about the radio hobby, making it possible to share with my listeners some very interesting findings. Amigo Peter from Birmingham in the UK wrote asking about how he could replace the worn-out vacuum tube and a nice 1950s vintage beautiful radio receiver that he's bringing back to life. Peter explains that the wooden cabinet is simply beautiful, and the radio was kept in a dry place for storage after it broke down. After exploring the circuit diagram, Peter found out that the powerful vacuum tube marked EH81, that Echo Charlie Hotel 81, showed the whitish mark inside the light bulb, that indicating the loss of vacuum. Fortunately for him, the ET81 tube is still available from Russia, where it was manufactured in large quantities under the designation 6 India 1P. That's an exact equivalent to the ET81. This is Radio Havana Cuba. The name of the show is DXers Unlimited, and here is news about a little-known amateur radio satellite. The first Phase 5 amateur payload is already operational in an elliptical orbit around the moon. Yes, you heard it right. There's a Chinese satellite carrying amateur radio transponders that is orbiting around the moon. Transmission? No, it's reality. The last transmissions from Longyan 2 were on the 8th of August, from 0030 to 0230 UTC, and from 0730 to 0930. On 435.400 MHz and 436.400 MHz. Various experiments are being carried out with GMSK mode and JT4G mode downlink signals. stations with normal amateur equipment can receive the downlinks quite well. They're strong. Downlink signals have even been received with no more than a simple jagging antenna. German radio amateur Delta Kilo 5 Lima Alpha DK5LA was the first to have his signals relayed through the long jam 2 on the 7th of August. On August the 4th, the first picture of an outboard camera was downlinked using slow scan digital television. Other experiments will follow later. So I'm asking to you all, take a look about the possibility of giving long jam 2 a try. And thanks to Nico PA0DLO for the above information. I hope to see you all at the weekend edition of DXers Unlimited next Sunday and early Monday UTC, just after the top of the hour news. Please do send your signal reports and comments about this and other Radio Havana Cuba programs, as well as your radio related questions to info@rhc@enet.tu and via airmail, send your postcards and letters to Arnie Coro, Radio Havana Cuba, Havana, Cuba.
And that's all for today. This is Arnie Coro, Radio Amateur CO2KK, your host here at Radio Havana's DXers Unlimited, saying 73 and very good DX.
DXers Unlimited heard every week here on Radio Havana Cuba. Time now for our Arts Roundup.